TD, a tutty, taking it to the house. Whatever you call a touchdown, they matter more at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sportsbook partner of the NFL. Ready to place your first NFL bet? Try betting on something simple, like a player to score a touchdown. You have game lines, passing props, and rushing props. You can bet on the first quarter or first half if you feel like your team starts slow or charges out of the gate. I know how my team starts. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? Score big with DraftKings Sportsbook, the #1 place to bet touchdowns. Download DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the code THPN. That's code THPN for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium only on DraftKings. The crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in New Hampshire, Oregon, and Ontario. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see dkng.co/ftball. NFL Plus Premium offer available only to new and former NFL Plus subscribers. Additional NFL Plus Premium terms at nfl.com/terms.
Split the defense.
Welcome to Split the Defense Leafs post-game, presented by LaForest Electrical Contractors, serving the Kingston and surrounding area since 2004. Proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network. I'm Webby with CP and producer Ted, as per usual. He's back in the booth tonight. Thumbs up this episode, subscribe to our YouTube, leave us a comment, and now more than ever, we need you to download the show in podcast form. Leave us 5 stars while you're there, just because you love us and you're here listening. That sucked.
Yep.
Blue Jackets 6, Leafs 2. Was never ever close, except for maybe before all the goals started.
Before the puck dropped for the first time?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the closest point of the game. The Blue Jackets even outshot the Leafs tonight, 38-27. There were no score effects in this game, sir.
Yeah. It played out like it should have. A team that came out just weak as hell, no legs, against a team that wanted to skate. I mean, that's all she wrote, folks.
Is that it? Is that all? A simple breakdown like that? The Leafs did play last night, and they definitely looked tired. They definitely looked tired.
Definitely looked
like
tired.
They were a step behind all night, and it wasn't just one line either. It was the whole team. They definitely gave it their all last night, which is good, and I like to see that. And you don't play back-to-backs in the playoffs, so just remember that. But they look like shit tonight, and we all thought it was going to be a write-off of a game from the start, because the Toronto Maple Leafs that we're all used to watching lose games to shitty teams. And Columbus just so happens to be a shitty team. Well, maybe not. They're 500. But they're shitty. They're not very good.
They're shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, whatever. They are notoriously a bad team, have been for a while. It should be a scheduled win. That's a scheduled loss for the Toronto Maple Leafs. We asked last night, is this team different? CP, is this team different?
I mean, like I wanted to say yes last night. I mean, it just seemed like a team from last year, the year before that. So I don't know. I don't want to get like this season's over just because they come out and looked like an old reflection of themselves. But it's crazy how they have probably their best performance I've seen in quite a long time last night, and then tonight come out and like one of the worst performances that we've seen in a long time since like Zamboni drivers were talked about. So yeah, not a good feeling. But I mean, it wasn't even just the legs. Like no one had hands tonight either. Like everyone had club hands, club feet, and it was a debacle from the very beginning. I mean, John Tavares looked like he had more jump than anybody in the first 10 minutes, which just that says everything you need to know. I mean, it's a slow team, anyways.
Maybe
but
it's
just,
his amulet.
I still don't quite understand the amulet thing. I've tried to figure that out, but yeah, it was bad. This was bad. And like Justin said in the comments, I mean, yeah, it's a good thing that Wall didn't play because like Hildeby didn't have a great game, but he didn't have a chance either. So I mean, he was included in the players not playing well.
Jackets had 3 goals on 10 shots.
Yeah, yeah.
So is it Hilda Beast or Hilda Bust?
I mean, it's at the moment just Hildeby. I'm not going to call it either way, but I mean, I saw it like there's been lots of big goaltenders that come into the league with a lot of buzz around them, and they don't all work out, right? That's what's talked about most about this goalie, and so I mean, we saw in his first performance though that like he has the ability to be a good goaltender, and so don't put it on him. He probably just saw what was coming in front of him. He's like, I've already faced 3 2-on-1s, and you expect me to save them all night long? Like, all the scoring chances for the first, 10 shots were, either 2-on-1s, 3-on-2s. So, I don't know. It's hard for me to put any of it on Hildeby. Anyone in net would have been bad.
I don't know about that, but yeah, definitely they didn't give him any favors tonight. Hildeby was not Hildebeest. That's for absolute sure. And Stolar's playing last night and playing again on Thursday. There was no way in hell he was getting pulled. So he just had to stew in this. There was no other option there. How do you feel about them keeping Hildeby, or the next time they need a third goalie, bringing Matt Murray into the picture?
I mean, I think I'm always going to prefer Hildeby. I just can't get behind Matt Murray for some reason. It's just, I don't know, but I hope you hope that you don't need to worry about your third goalie too much, and when you put him in kind of a bad spot and you don't get a great performance, don't consider it the be all end all. He's a young goalie. You're gonna have these regardless if it's a team on a back-to-back or if it's a team fresh. Even the best goalie prospects in the league, they have bad performances. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not putting it on him. I think I would still go with him. I don't know. I think they're gonna keep Murray down as much as possible just because of the waivers part of it. I guess we'll see when that occasion comes again. But the first time they passed him through waivers, there was the signing bonus trick that they played again. There's no trick this time. It's been paid. So, yeah, I guess we'll see. Who would you rather see? Are you on the Murray train? Would you rather see him? No. Okay.
Nope, I don't think so either. I was just asking.
Yeah,
I do think Hildeby deserves another shot. I do think tonight, if he would have played last night, I do think there would have been a better outcome. Stolarz was great last night. There might have been a few more goals, but they scored 6. So, I don't know. I think it could have worked out in their favor still, and then Stolarz played with a shittier team and sheltered the new guy a little bit. But they wanted the one win, and they got the win. They got that was their decision. So unfortunately, Dennis Hildeby got hung out to dry tonight. It's really not his fault, but he didn't also save the game. He wasn't. I'd like to see the fancy stats on that one because I don't think he had a very many goals saved above expected tonight.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd be surprised if he did because that would be really rough. 6 went in the back of the net.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you were kind of referencing doing playing Hildeby last night and Stolarz tonight to get both wins, but instead they just kind of went all in on the Tampa game, which I mean, you would just expect that against Columbus, you should be able to squeak one out with not your best performance, but that just has never been in the cards for this team.
That's just not this team.
Can I play a clip from last night?
Oh,
yeah,
great.
Absolutely.
All right. Now this obviously in reference to the game tonight and what you guys just said.
Maybe that helps you win against the teams that you're supposed to win against. And I don't think Columbus has anywhere come close to taking that step that we should be worried about them. So I would still put them in the category of bottom feeders. And you should beat Columbus. So hopefully we see a win tomorrow. Maybe that helps you win again.
Yeah, so
Hey,
that
I think
was
that's
the one.
out of context a little bit because I think at the beginning of that I called a scheduled loss at the
Yeah,
beginning of that conversation.
I was just gonna say that the
Thanks
way
for
the
cherry
question,
picking on me there.
yeah, the way the
Hey.
question was referenced initially.
My
was,
own
yeah.
I had to. It was
Yeah.
the only, just so we weren't the only team that lost to them. I mean, yes, the Avs lost. I think it might have been 6-2 actually that we lost to Columbus. So I feel you, boys. I feel you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should have played one of those clips of us rubbing it in because, yeah, that's just the reverse right there.
Dude, I'm not gonna play that shit. I'm the producer.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying I get it. I understand now the jab for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, why don't we take a second here now and hear from our sponsors over at Game Time? What time is it? Game time. Hockey is back. Whether it's crashes in the corners or stick taps on the boards, the sound of hockey gets me excited to get out to a game. And when I buy my tickets, I use Game Time. Game Time has tickets to all events, not just sports. And when searching for tickets, I look through the super deals or even the amazing deals icons, and I know I'm getting the best deals possible. Plus, check out Game Time's new feature called Game Time Picks. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Curated deals make it easier to find the best price on great seats. The best feature, though, is Seat View. I love this feature. You can get a panoramic view from your seat before you even buy. The best part? No surprise fees at checkout thanks to their all-in pricing feature. Lowest price guarantee or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. They offer event cancellation protection and even job loss protection. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time Picks. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use the code THPN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create account, redeem code THPN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. Who the hell is this Zach Aston Reese guy?
Oh yeah, I remember him.
2 assists tonight, 2 beautiful plays, and Olivier, who is a fighter as far as I know. I thought he was an aggressor, 4th line guy, potting 2 goals tonight. What happened there? And I'd like to point out, too, that Zach Aston Reese got these 2 points again on TSN broadcast, just like he did. It wasn't last season. It was the season before.
Season before, yeah. Yeah, I always liked Zach Aston Reese. He was, like, I wanted him to come back. But, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's just, to be expected. That's the bet I should have made tonight. Actually, I'll tell my betting story, actually, at the end of the podcast here, but...
Well, go tell us right now.
All right. So the Leafs are potentially. So I made 4 $1 parlays where you pick all 16 games. Like some of them I just went with all of the underdogs just for fun. Some I went with all the favors, which is never happens. But yeah. One of them I went with my gut, and it looks like the games aren't over yet, but it's looking like that the Leafs not winning is the only thing standing between me and $50,000.
No way! You bet on the Leafs? That was your gut?
I never bet on the Leafs. It's like if I'm betting a single game, I never do it. But in my head, I was just picking all 16 games. Man, it's going to be devastating.
Brutal.
There might be one more.
Zach
but
Aston Reese single-handedly took $50,000 out of your pocket tonight.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, I'm not too upset. It's not like I lost 50 grand, but geez, almost gained it.
I was a Bobby McMahon goal away from $70 off a $1 bet.
Yeah.
So close. So close.
Yeah.
Can't win them all, though. That's what happens. Sucks. That's why you bet responsibly, kids.
Yeah, it was a $1 bet, folks. $1.
What about Patches? Patches had himself a hell of a night. He is hurt, apparently. Max Pacioretty did not return to tonight's game with a lower body injury. He's gone out now. That's not good. Lower body, hopefully that's not his Achilles. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah,
or his calf, or is anything in his leg or anything like that. Oh, my Lord. Got to wonder what happened to this guy now. But he did put somebody through the glass tonight. You don't see that every game.
Yes, that is. I love too that you're watching the camera right behind the pane of glass that it goes, and then you see the camera go down. I was a little confused what happened at first, but yeah, that was a cool thing to see.
That was the best part of the whole thing. When the camera guy, you were literally like the producer flipped to the camera as they get the hit. Okay, let's get a good shot of them getting hit. Boom, the glass comes out. Camera guy goes flying.
Cameraman down. Cameraman down.
Did you just see the guy, maintenance guy comes over and he's like effing with the glass and it almost fell over on the kid too. It was just a whole humble jumble of a mess.
That first guy, the staff member that showed up, that guy almost made a huge mistake by trying to be quick and jump through it, and he almost pushed it in on some kids. Like, oh, that would have been awful.
Been terrible.
Yeah,
horrible.
The glass now is designed not to break, right? Like that's why you don't see it.
Plexiglass, right?
Yeah. So like that'd be even worse. Like I don't know, getting like a solid piece of plastic just smack you in the face. Like, yeah,
not good.
Not great. Yeah, I also was concerned about because I think the glass hit the camera, so like the cameraman's eye like against the camera, he might have a black eye in the morning. But yeah,
he was in good spirits about it all. But it was fun to see. My inner child was like, "Wow, that's fun!" Actually putting a guy through the glass, just like the old video games. Yeah. And Pat's ready to do it. It's unfortunate that he's got the injury now, and we'll have to wait to see if it comes out. When it comes out, what the injury is and what the extent of it is, because that could easily make things like as we were talking about who goes where and what do we do. Well, all of a sudden things are starting to make sense. Like you said, like you literally put a guarantee on the show. Somebody will get injured.
Yeah.
And, well, lo and
here we are.
There you go. Lo and behold, here we are. So Kampf got taken out of the lineup tonight. Kampf, of all people, for Ryan Reaves. Now, like, we've had this discussion. I like me some Ryan Reaves, but not at the expense of guys who can actually play hockey. Like, if you don't have other guys or you need to match somebody else's dickhead, then you bring your own dickhead to the party. But we don't really need a Ryan Reaves running around on the ice out there, in my honest opinion. And I think that he shouldn't have been the one to come in. But whatever. Why do you change a winning lineup? CP?
Yeah, I mean, like Berube's excuse was like that he had a fresh guy on the bench, and so he wanted to put him in the lineup. But like to me, it was kind of I was interested to see it because we've been talking about Kampf potentially not being on the team. Like is he really that useful as a fourth line guy who's not a key penalty killer anymore? And I thought tonight was going to be a pretty decent test to see if Holmberg can fill that spot. Like I honestly just throw out the whole game as a knowing anything,
this wasn't a good test for anything. So
no. So I think
should have just
waste
Kampf.
of time. I agree. Like it's a weird decision to bring Kampf out. I do like it though, and it makes me think that they might not be set on him being on this team, especially for the money. So. I guess we'll kind of see like if he gives it a go again because Holmberg playing center on the fourth line wasn't the reason they lost tonight. But also we definitely didn't see anything special from the fourth line either. So yeah, I don't know.
No, you're right, but like I just don't think that it's a smart idea to do that. Like especially David Kampf, Iron Man David Kampf. Who remember, like he had that Iron Man streak taken away from him. He does like CrossFit and whatnot. Like that's the guy you take out for 38-year-old Ryan Reaves. Like, yeah, who's actually fresher? Like, let's make them run a race. Let's make them skate a race right now, and let's see who's fresher. Like, I mean, I'm telling you right now, that wasn't the great decision.
Yeah, you could put Kampf through a marathon and then have him show up to the ice, and he's still going to be fresher than Ryan Reaves. You're right. Like that dude's like a specimen. So, yeah, I mean, if it's about winning games, I don't. Well, if it's about winning games, it doesn't make sense. It's about seeing what your lineup is and testing things out. Then I think it does in a way. So, yeah, I'm just.
Isn't that what we're here to do though? Is win games, and at least they're here to win games. They're not just here to. I mean, I guess they want to test shit out to a certain level, but like you know what. Don't you? Don't we understand what Ryan Reaves' role is on this team? I feel like he's already played too many games this season.
I don't think it's about Ryan Reaves though. You're looking at it in the wrong way. He's like the guy you brought, like who's in because you're testing Holmberg at center, But I think that like 82 games is a lot of games. It's a lot of games. And yeah, some of them are about
many games.
Yeah. And
Shout
so
out
yeah,
Steve Dangle.
shout out Steve Angle. Yeah. So yeah, some of them are about testing things out. Sometimes you roll lines out there that you're pretty sure aren't going to be the lines you're going with, but you want to see it and see what happens. So yeah, I'm not totally against it, but.
So Justin Miller here in the comments, as usual. What's up, Miller? You guys notice the hybrid icing has had some questionable calls the last couple games. Not even just against us. Columbus had one tonight that I don't think should have been called icing, and a couple other close ones. What are your thoughts on that, CP?
I definitely saw the one tonight where, you know, the Columbus guy collects the puck and it's icing. But like there was also one in another game that I think he's referencing where the puck stops before the goal line. And they still called it icing. I didn't notice if they called it to center. Like, did they rectify that they messed up? But I don't know. Like, I would rather this than them just like the old touch icing where people just got friggin' ran into the boards for no reason. So
really, I guess it's the whole gladiator thing. They're human beings, right? They are human beings. It's not just for our entertainment. But when I was a kid, that was fun.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. As an adult, though, can't you understand that you don't want
I
guys'
100% understand. Yeah,
I
these
get it,
are
though,
human beings that could hurt their health. But
huge collisions that happen, though.
Those
for
were
sure.
fantastic. What about that hit tonight? David Jiricek delivered on, I think it was Pontus Holmberg.
Yep. I thought
it was a nice hit.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. Very clean.
Nice hit.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, kid.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Reeves coming in to fight him. You know how I feel about that. Like, go away, Ryan. Let the fucking game play. It was a clean hit. What are you doing? Like, it's not like he's a 19-year-old kid. Pontus Holmberg's like, what, 26? Like,
yeah.
28?
I mean,
like, he's not a kid.
Yeah.
And he's not a small guy either. So I don't know.
I know.
I just thought that was stupid.
I feel like the stepping up for someone should just be reserved for like the Connor McDavids in their rookie year. Like there's certain situations where I'm like, sure, go get suspended, but yeah, it's Pontus Holmberg. Like, and even like Pontus, like he had a chance to go at Jiricek after everything because of like the third man in on Ryan Reeves, and so Jiricek and Holmberg are standing there holding each other, and Holmberg didn't look like he wanted to get a piece of him, so. Yeah, I mean, also, I think Reeves might be just trying to do something in a game where that's obviously out of hand.
Unuseful.
Yeah, and he's not useful in the part where you're trying to come back and, come back from him being down 6-2 or whatever it was at that point. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just, yeah, I agree, though. I don't like the jump in and defend who knows who.
I thought that was really stupid. So what else do we got here? What else you got to go off in this game here?
I got almost nothing, man. I literally like watched the end of this game only because we're doing a podcast. So everyone who watched that and didn't have to do a podcast, like I tip my cap to you because yeah, that was a drag. The only thing, Connor Timmins actually is still starting to do something here. Tonight I felt like
playing games, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, he's playing games,
nice
but doing them pretty well. Yep, pretty little toe drag. I felt like OEL was just, the worst version that we've ever seen of him tonight, and and so is Tanev, and Riley wasn't that much better. So, it's just like literally everyone didn't show up tonight. It was crazy. Oh, Nick Robertson though. I mean, we didn't talk
Robertson
about that.
Scored a goal. Yeah,
he scored a goal.
I had that on my bingo card. That was one of my parlay bets, and I had the over. I had Nick Robertson, and I had Bobby McMahon scoring goals.
Nice.
I didn't get Bobby McMahon. But yeah, Nick Robertson scored another goal tonight. So what does he have? Is that 2 on the season now, or is it 3 for him now on the season?
That's just 1. That's his first one.
His first of the season?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
He hasn't been able to get one
Finally.
yet. So yeah.
There he is.
I think it's his first point on the season. Yeah. Really dry start there for Nicky Bobby, but hopefully it's like they put him out on the end of the last power play of the game there, trying to get him another one, but hopefully it kind of can transition a little bit into some of the games this week, gets a little bit of confidence, and we'll see what we can get from him.
Yeah, so the next game we got coming up is Thursday versus the St. Louis Blues, and you gotta believe the coach is gonna want this one.
Oh man. I mean, if they don't show up, like someone, might be hurt in the dressing room. So, yeah, old team coming off of this poor performance, like we better see the best version of this team. I can almost guarantee it. Just like you could write the story of, tonight being a write-off, you can write the story that they're going to come out and be their best version the next game. It's just how they do it.
Who do you expect in net?
I mean, like, yeah, we're on Joseph Wall watch. I don't know. Like, I'm going to just say Stolars because, I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it now. We had like this, possibly he was going to be in one of these two games and he wasn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Groin injury too. Like, that's not something you necessarily have like a
injury.
full...
I thought it was tightness. That's what they told us. It was groin tightness. Is it
Sure.
injury? Like,
I don't know. What if
those
your
are different things.
groin's tight? Like, like there's not. It's not for no reason. Like I feel like automatically it's some sort of an injury. So either way, I'm gonna expect Stolars until further notice.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. And what about any other lineup changes for Thursday? Do you think the coach is going to shuffle the lines or just more of the same? He seems like a pretty patient guy, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, like we saw shuffling of lines all game long, so I'm sure he shuffled out.
Yeah, but that was after 5 goals went in the net.
Yeah, I would assume that Kampf comes back into the lineup, and we go back to Nyes on the top line and Bobby McMahon on the second line. Your top 6, I think, locked in, and then I guess we'll just see, like, is Patches hurt? Is he, like, that's kind of a question mark. So I guess if he is, then Holmberg will be back up on that third line that I do not like, of Tavares, Holmberg, and Robertson. So
yeah, just lovely because now we got no Patches. So, well, who's the next man up? Who else do we got in the wings there? Calle Ehrenkrok. When's he back? Halloween. We're getting pretty close here, eh? The 22nd today.
I mean, like,
so
I feel like
9 days.
Alex Steves is probably the next guy to be called up if we needed a guy. He's just like the go-to guy that gets called up. Top of my head,
he's just guy though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's just guy for sure. I mean, put him on the fourth line, he'll run around, but he won't do much. Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. Any final thoughts here, CP?
No, I don't think so.
All right, let's wrap this one up. Thanks for joining us on Split the Defense, Leafs post-game, presented by LaForest Electrical Contractors, serving the Kingston and surrounding area since 2004. Proud member of the Hockey Podcast Network. We appreciate your comments. Hit that like button. Subscribe on YouTube. Tell your friends. Download the podcast. Rate it 5 stars. And until next time, peace.
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 Follow the boys on Twitter at STDPWebby, at Craig D. Pearce, and at Ted_is_show.